Well, I was doing a little search through the forums. I have a 2006 Cobalt SS LSJ here, and I've heard a lot of guys having issues, whether it's air in the heat exchanger, which leads to cooling the supercharger, or they still have air in the system, in which the part of the system that cools the motor. Now, the easiest way I found to fix this issue is right here. I take this hose and I disconnect it. There's my neighbor's Infinity with its cams in it. Not a big Infinity fan. Nice car, though. Now, I take this hose. I shove it right inside. As you can see, that empty coolant container over there. I'll shove it inside there. Drain by putting either one in my mouth, or two, you can take a pressure hose or line and push pressure inside of this. Basically blow air into it. It will force air out of this hose. Now, as long as you don't allow the reservoir to get depleted, you can keep adding what this is pushing out back into your coolant reservoir. What this will do is force the coolant out through the system, basically pulling any air bubbles, any type of air pockets you may have in the engine side of the cooling system. Now, this will not help the supercharger side of your cooling system where your heat exchanger is. If you're like me and have dual pass with the ZZP or what have you, Cobra heat exchanger, to be able to do that, mine had stripped. I'm going to replace my factory heat exchanger. What you're going to have to do, there's a bleeder valve up top here. I went to go get option B. Went to go take it off. I guess the guy before me had hammered the bolt back in. It is stripped. It is nasty. So I gasket sealed it until the new one comes in. But you're going to want to remove that bolt. While the car is running, let the air bubbles bubble out. Also, you could take this, the T-neck near the supercharger, lift it up to the highest point, and hold it with the cap off. You'll see your fluid running through, and it will bubble up. Now, a good way to check if your intercooler is working when the fluid's going through, pinch this line right here just a little bit, which you'll see eventually inside the line is coolant swirling, kind of in a circular motion, like a twirl. Sometimes it stops, sometimes it doesn't. Let me see if I can get her going and give you a quick demonstration here. Okay, as you can see, fluid's moving. See if I get a little closer in here. And if I pinch it, you'll see it kind of goes, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, into a circular motion. But you can obviously see it's working prior to that. Now, I will recommend to check your coolant about your intercooler about every 50-60,000 miles. They do go up. Do not buy the ZZP red one. It's like a Chinese knockoff. It's relabeled. No, just get the Bosch intercooler. It works perfectly fine. My theory is if it can work for a Corvette, it can work for a Cobalt. Now, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I hope this video may have helped. Like, subscribe, more videos to come.